Welcome back to Renegade GCM. Today we have gameplay with Bonney versus Black Yellow Luffy and OP09. So opponent chooses to go second. We're going to keep our opening hand here. We got a 2K, we got a Bonney Searcher. We're going to deploy. We have the Hody and the 9-drop Shanks for the end game. We do have a 2-drop Don Quixote Rosinati. Opponent just gets 2 Dawn and passes. We're at 3 Dawn now. So we're going to use our Bonney Searcher here to find a Supernova. So we're going to grab the Scratch Manapoo 2K. We're just going to chip in for 6 and pass it to the opponent. Black Yellow Luffy likes to go to 0 life. If we can pressure it fast enough where we can get them to 0 life where they can get stabilized, we can usually take over the game. But best to kind of take it slow. With Black Yellow Luffy, it's kind of a, I guess it just depends on the matchup, like what leader you're playing into them. They're going to play Makino here to take the top life and then reorder their own life. Makino's pretty good for them. They're going to play a Garp out and get the little Sabo. Play little Luffy here. Okay, so we're at 5 Dawn here. We're going to deploy the Cavendish, getting 2 Dawn back. We're just going to pass the turn here. Because we don't want to put them to 0 life going into their turn. So we're going to force them to use their own cards and resources to get their life down. They did play a Hiyori, putting a Luffy on top of them, playing a Kid Luffy to play out the big Luffy from life, giving their leader 2K. Alright, so they're going to go 8 into us here. We're going to rest down their little Luffy. I'm going to take that hit, and this we could use the trigger here to get a 4 or less, but we're not going to do that. Now back to us. We're at 7 Dawn here. We're going to attack into the little Luffy. So we don't want to leave it on the field for them to have an opportunity to use it against us. Their leader is a 7K. So we're going to play out Bonney, resting it to find a Supernova. We're going to grab Cavendish. Basil Hawkins. We're going to play out the 2-drop Rosinati and just pass it back. Opponent's got 7 cards in hand. They have 1 life. We have a good top end here with the Shanks and the Hodies. They take their last life here by trashing it with their Luffy, giving itself 2,000 power. So now Luffy's at 0 life. They're going to pressure 8 into our life here. We're going to rest their leader. And we're just going to take this. They're going to go into our Bonney Searcher. We could give them a 2K here. So they put 2 on their leader, using its effect to add 2 cards to their life. Play out a Kuzan so they can draw a card. Put 1 on Hiyori to pressure into our Bonney Searcher. I'm just going to give that to him. Drawing a 3rd Shanks. We're going to play this and get rid of their Luffy. And Cavendish is going to go into the Garp. Bonney is going to go into the Hiyori. We're just cleaning up their field. We don't want to pressure their life right now. So we have a couple 2Ks in hand. We have a 6-drop Basil Hawken blocker. We have the 0-drop event, a Hody, and 2 more Shanks. Opponent's at 10 Dawn. 7 cards in hand. They're going to play out a Saba blocker here. Drawing 2 and then trashing 2. So they trash Little Sabo. They're going to play Little Loopy, get Big Loopy, giving their leader 2,000 power. So they're going to go with a big swing here. A 10K into our Cavendish. We're going to rest their blocker. And we're going to use... We're going to say no blocker. Then we'll use our Rosinati. Did the same thing, but... So here we get another 0-drop event. No use using the trigger off of that. So here we have the 10-drop Hody, or the 10-drop Doflamingo. Opponent scoops it up. So they had, let's see, 2 Geckos in hand, a 2K, a 1K. Didn't have much counter power. And being that we rested their leader there. So, let's see, we would have... Yeah, we had enough on board to pressure for game here. Because they were at 7. They had 3K. So if we would have swung the 11, they would have had to take that. And then we could have divided up the Dawn into the Cavendish and the Bonney to clean that up there. So, good game. Thanks for watching. Make sure you guys like, subscribe. We'll catch you guys in the next one.